West here from the Wolf Hunters. We have a reaction video for you all. This link that's below me is in the description box. When you click it, you can choose a video for us to react to. It could be a musical performance, a music video. It could be a documentary segment or a cool science experiment. Whatever you want.
A science experiment reaction video. Interesting.
You can do that by clicking this link, which is, again, in the description box below.
Yeah.
Today's video is brought to you guys by Matt.
Matt!
Who is bringing us Sonny West from Memphis Mafia, Elvis, and his humanity.
Oh, very cool.
Matt says, hey guys, another Memphis Mafia member from the early days when he wasn't popular. By the way, I digress. But did you know that Elvis Presley got an F in music when he was at school?
Wow.
That teacher must have been deaf and dumb.
You know what? Sometimes people don't see what you have, and then sometimes things give you drive to improve and get better or overcome or all these things too.
I guarantee it's about this next thing that Matt says.
Oh, okay.
I know he never had lessons for any instruments and couldn't read any sheet music. He just played on instinct. Anyways, like if the scope of the class was to learn how to read music, then he would have failed even if he was good at music. This is a touching story that was commonplace for him. He did heaps for people and charitable organizations. 90% of it was never publicized in any way.
That's awesome.
At his request. Wow. It was only disclosed after he passed. The gifts and money spent helping people he didn't even know is unreal. The reason he took off to see Nixon in the previous request you did was because of the hard time he was getting at home about the amount of money he was spending on others. He loved giving and never got what it was like to grow up in poverty. I don't think too many celebrities would do what's disclosed in this clip. And bear in mind, you haven't heard it yet. He actually visited the person in this story. As phenomenal an entertainer as he is, it's this side of him I love the most. Cheers, Matt.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the more that we get to see these interviews, the more I think everyone loves Elvis. I mean, he's just incredible. Just so amazing to hear these things. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Yes, guys, we're almost at 200,000 subscribers, trying to reach it by the end of the year. I think we're 2,000 away, so we could accomplish that now. Go down and hit that subscribe button. You can hit the like button too, and help us reach that goal. We can do it together. Teamwork!
Teamwork!
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Elvis really made me mad a couple of times.
Thanks.
But mostly he made me laugh. But there was always the music. And when I think of him, and I think of him every day, the thing I remember most about him was his humanity. I'd like to tell y'all now a very moving story, one that still touches me today, almost like the one with my uncle and with Elvis, the first time I saw him like that. There was an appeal story written in the commercial appeal there.
Reminds me of Bob Ross the way he talks a little bit.
And it was an article regarding this little woman that had no legs from the hips down. She was born that way. She had had children, raised them. She would even raise, they had in the story, she had raised some of her grandchildren. And this appeal story was that how she got around on some wood that was nailed together, and underneath they had these roller skates nailed to it. And they had these special handles with some like a leather thing. And she'd pull herself along like skiers do on snow skis and everything.
Wow. And
so Marty read it, Marty Lacker. And he brought it up to the house, and I was sitting there with Elvis at the dining room table. And Marty said, Elvis, when you get a chance, I think you might want to read this. And I said, okay. He finished eating. And he picked over the paper and he looked at it. He looked up after he read it, said, find out where she lives. So Marty did call the paper. Elvis went and bought the most expensive electric wheelchair made. And he and Priscilla, Marty, Alan, Richard, and I think Billy and myself went out there. And it was in the trunk of the car. We took it up to the house. Her husband, who was retired from the railroad, let us in. And he called her out. She came out, we heard her come around that corner. The house was spotless, boards bleached white, carpet, the linoleum in the kitchen just shiny, and comes out and we heard her. She comes around that corner face to face with that wheelchair. Oh my, oh my. And tears started coming to her eyes. She knew what it was. And tears came to our eyes. She asked if she could sit in it. We lifted her up, Elvis on the one side and I on the other, put her there, and she's checking it out. And Elvis said, ma'am, now, I don't know how to tell you how to operate this thing, but he said, they demonstrated over there, and this here you can just go wherever you want to and get there fast and everything. So he said, we just wanted you to have it. She starts crying, we start crying, and soon we're out of there. We have to get out of there. We walked outside and Alan said, Elvis, I don't think she knew who you were. He said, it doesn't matter. She knows someone cares.
Yes. Oh, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, eyes are getting watery.
That's a good story.
Oh
wow.
My gosh.
I want to hear more.
I know. I was getting comfortable. I was ready.
I was like, I didn't realize the video was over.
Oh, that is awesome. That is a beautiful story.
You know, that is just, that really is a testimony. I mean, not just that he didn't want to, because, you know, some people still, you know, give in secret, but people still, you know, some people still know what they're giving, right? And sometimes, you know, it can be that like humility that's like, oh, don't tell anyone that I just gave, you know, X amount of money to this thing. But like for him to be like, I don't care if she knew who I was, you know, that doesn't matter to me. He didn't even want or need or even think about the credit from the person whom he was blessing, you know? And that's like, that's incredible, you know?
Thank you so much for sharing all this with us, Matt. We greatly appreciate you. Guys, if you want to request your own personal reaction video, you can find that link right there in the description box below. It's a blue link. You click it, you pick it. Music, movie scenes, skits, interviews, all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. Stay positive.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.